Hello and welcome to the HomeWatch Advisor. This channel is dedicated to providing tips and information to the HomeWatch professional and the homeowner. If you leave your home vacant for any extended period of time, or you have multiple homes, once you've reached your destination 1,000 or 2,000 miles away, you begin to worry and wonder what may be happening at the home you've left vacant. This is why you need to have someone on your behalf stopping in and doing periodic checks of your property to find anything that may be needing your attention or needing attention or to be mitigated, or problems that can maybe, if found early, save you a larger problem and cost of getting those things repaired in the future. Most people will hire either a home watch company or a property management company. Now, sometimes they're confused as to being the same type of business, but they're not. And the way that I like to describe it to people is you need to decide what type of a property owner you want to be when you're not at that home. Do you want to be a hands-on property owner, or do you want to be a hands-off property owner? The hands-off property owner is someone who's busy, has other things to worry about wherever they may have ended up. They might have multiple pieces of property. They may still be working. There's all sorts of reasons to be a hands-off homeowner. And basically, those people want to hire a property management company. That management company is going to handle everything from start to finish on a monthly basis, or over a period of time that's determined as to when you're going to come back to your home. And what they do is they will make sure that the landscapers and the lawn mowing crew and the pool company and the pest control and all of those companies that are to be doing their jobs do their job. And many times these property managers will already have either people on staff to do that, or they have an arrangement with service providers and vendors in the area to provide that for all of their clients. And if you're also the type of homeowner or property owner that rents out your property, they'll also assist you in all of the duties to get the property rented, meet the renters, give them the key, show them the home, collect the rent, answer their questions, and be on call for any issues that come up, so that property, that renter, finds it to be a happy experience staying at your home. And then at the end of the month, after they've collected the rents and they've made sure all of these things are done, they will pay the vendors that provided services. They'll pay themselves, which is normally either a percentage of the rents and or a set flat fee for the month. And then they send on to you whatever is left. And so now, if you don't rent your property, it's going to be an invoice for all of these duties. But you only get one invoice. You're not getting invoiced by the lawn man. You're not getting invoiced by the pest control company, and so on. And so that simplifies it for you, being the hands-off homeowner. Now, if you're the type of person that likes to be hands-on, involved with the decisions, how things are going to be repaired, who's going to do the work, how soon can it be done, what's the cost, you're more of a hands-on homeowner. And that's where a home watch company will come into play for you. Now, a home watch company basically is an observer of the conditions of the property. They walk onto the property, around the property, inside the home. They do a systematic, detailed check of everything that would be of concern. They report back to you. If they find something that needs to be mitigated, they will call you and say the pool is too low, or the pool pump leaks, or the AC system isn't working. I found pests here, that was digging there. And then the two of you will discuss how best to mitigate the circumstances. Many times you as a homeowner already have lined up your plumber, your electrician, your HVAC company, and so on. But that home watch company could also have a list of what I call qualified providers that have done work for other clients of mine, and they've done good work. The client's happy, I'm happy, And so everybody wins in that circumstance. If that's the case, and you don't have somebody for the service, I basically put the two of you together. You speak directly to the person the company that's going to provide the service. You find out and ask all your questions. For instance, who's going to do it? How much is it going to cost? How soon can it be done? And so on. And then the home watch professional acts as the key holder and meets that company when they're prepared to do the work at the home to allow them in if that's necessary, and to lock up after they leave. That's basically the role that the company that's watching the home has. And they said they normally get paid a fee for showing up each time to do the service call, and they get paid each for any special trip charge, in this case to allow a vendor in to repair something, or maybe go back and check on what was done by that vendor on the behalf of the homeowner. And that's the basis for the entire business, and there are no other fees involved. Just when they go to the property, there's a fee for whatever is done there. The hands-on homeowner will generally be in my opinion, will be a homeowner that has two homes, one for their northern summertime visits with family and relatives where they used to live, and then they come south for the winter and they find themselves here playing at the beach or golfing when everyone else up north is being bombarded by snow and cold. Those are the people that, when we talk about home watch services, I'm really speaking to. Property management companies and what they do is something that isn't really going to be discussed other than lightly here on this channel. But the one thing that I will say about both of these types of companies, is that the first thing you need to do as a homeowner is your due diligence. And there'll be an entire video that will cover questions to ask, how to find the best home watch company, and things that you shouldn't forget. But I'll touch on it lightly. Whomever you have come to your home to provide service, you want to make sure that they're fully insured, they're fully bonded, they're licensed if necessary in your state to provide the service for you. And you can ask for proof of this in the way of certificates and or state licenses and numbers. And then many of the states now have the ability for you to look these companies up online and to find out whether or not what they're saying is actually true. And I encourage everyone to do that. Every time that you have you either hire a new company like that, or every year that you hire them back, just don't assume that last year they had insurance and this year they do. Make them prove they have it. It's your right. In fact, it's your obligation as a homeowner. If you don't do this and then something happens, then at that point, the liability insurance that you have on your home could be in question because you didn't do your due diligence as the homeowner. And that's a whole thing about talk to your insurance agent about your risk should you not do that. The other thing that you want to make sure of is that if there's somebody coming onto your property and providing service, not only do they have liability insurance or bonding, or licensing, but do they have workers' compensation insurance so that if somebody were to get injured on your property, that you are protected through their insurance that they should have for their workers. Now, in the state of Florida, it's a little different about workers' compensation. Companies can, up to a number of 3 employees and the principals of the business, can opt not to have workers' compensation. So that's important for you to understand. Who is responsible should somebody get hurt on your property? And so it's not to say that you shouldn't hire somebody that doesn't have workers' compensation, but there should be an exclusion to that in the service agreement that you sign that basically says we're responsible for our employees if they were to get injured. That sort of limits your liability. There again, just doing your due diligence as the property owner and those are just a few tips, sort of the tip of the iceberg of the things that I'll discuss when we're talking about finding the perfect home watch company for you. The videos that we're going to talk about coming up are going to be ones that will be focused on preparing you as the homeowner for your departure in the spring to head north. And those will be in succession, things that you can do to help there be a smooth home watch service, and how to find a good home watch service, and items that you should ask to be done, and items that may not be able to be done by the home watch company, so that you can determine before you leave, oh yes, they can't do that legally, or they don't provide that service, so I have to find a vendor for it. And that could be specific to spraying for weeds. If your lawn and landscaping company wouldn't do that, who's going to power wash the driveway when the HOA decides that it's too dirty, and so on. So for now, I want everyone out there to stay healthy and stay safe, and look for the next video. Subscribe below, click the bell for notifications so that you can be the first to know or be notified when we do our next video.